One local organization is marking its 40th anniversary by raising funds for programs to protect children during emergencies like the COVID-19 pandemic. Save the Children Philippines launched its new online campaign today, tapping celebrities for this cause. Let's hear more from Save the Children Philippines ambassador and actress Liza Soberano and campaign leader Judy Malabanan. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us on The Final Word. Liza, let's start off with you. Deprived and marginalized children need guidance and protection even more so today as we continue to battle this unseen enemy in COVID-19.
Yes. Hello?
Yes, Liza.
Sorry, I thought I cut out. Yes, that is true. More so now than ever. Of course, these are issues that children have been facing for the longest time, but because of the given circumstances that we're facing and the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of these issues have been exacerbated because of the inaccessibility to basic health center operations and the inability of families to meet their basic food requirements due to the loss of income and livelihood of their parents and their guardians.
But Liza, how important is it to speak up on this issue front and center during these challenging times when healthcare and vaccines are the priority of the government and the private sector?
It's so important just to raise awareness because a lot of people don't know a lot of these issues that children are facing and issues that the organization itself is facing to protect the children, because a lot of our attention is preoccupied by what's going on with the government and what's going on with the pandemic and everything. And we tend to forget about the needs of the children who are the most vulnerable and are really dependent on us adults and, of course, our leaders for help and access to basic needs.
As we can see right now, pictures, Liza, Judy, of Save the Children videos. I mean, you want to speak out. You want to reach out personally to the community. But because we are in a pandemic right now, it is very difficult. And this is where social media, Judy, plays a major role in getting the message out.
Yes, you're right, Rico. Save the Children is celebrating 40 years in the Philippines. And what better way than to engage people online, coming together online to make a pledge to help save the children. So this campaign is all about inviting individuals and groups to come together to visit our fundraising platforms, to choose a campaign that they want to support, and even start their own fundraising page for Save the Children.
And Judy, you know, with Liza's passion and influence, she will be inspiring a lot of children, the youth and adults to prioritize children's rights at all times and create platforms for the meaningful participation of children.
Yes, that's true. Liza is an excellent addition to the Save the Children team. She really believes, as we do, that every child deserves a good future. And she's been working with us tirelessly for the past months, ensuring that children have a healthy start in life, they have the opportunity to learn despite the pandemic, and that they're protected from harm.
So what does it feel like, Liza, to be an ambassador of Save the Children families and be a spokesperson for children's rights?
Honestly, Sir Rico, it's always been a dream of mine. Even before I became their ambassador, I was actually supporting the global brand. For the longest time, I was supporting kids in Uganda because I learned about the Save the Children globally through an ad online. And way back when I started earning my own money, I always knew that I wanted to help in some way. And I always had a really I had this sort of closeness with children because I actually am the ate of 8 younger siblings.
Oh,
so like
wonderful.
I've always been closely connected.
So Judy, the collective action of donors can really bring meaningful change in the lives of children. Can you share with us how these funds that will be raised will be used?
You know, Rico, this campaign will help close to 2,500 children and families. So the money that we are going to raise is going to provide basic learning kits, family learning kits, which include positive parenting tips for parents, as well as hygiene kits and water kits that are essential during the pandemic.
And Liza, if you're still with us online, you have not
Yes,
only
I'm here.
been vocal on children's rights, but also women's rights and mental
Yes.
health issues that also need to be seriously addressed during this COVID pandemic.
Yes. I always make it a point to speak up on issues that are very important to me on my social platforms, just to bring upon awareness to my followers and those who support me that these are topics that are very sensitive and that I really feel sensitive about as well because of course, experiences that I had with regards to like women's rights and everything, and experiences that even close friends and relatives have experienced. And I just want to spread more awareness so that people will know how to handle themselves or handle people that they know and care about in certain situations.
And what is your message to the youth of today so they can be more involved in these kinds of important issues that we face?
I think my main message would just to be to read about everything before you start judging. I think it's always important to educate yourself and to make yourself aware about what's going on because we are all citizens of this country. We are all people that are part of this society, and we all have the right to our own opinions and perspectives. But at the same time, we also need to know how to, become united with certain topics like mental health and women's rights and children's rights. And we need to support these causes for the better.
Save the Children Philippines Ambassador Liza Soberano and Judy Malabanan, thank you so much for joining us on The Final Word.